Hey, this is JR with Noble Gold Investments. Wanted to take some time on Friday afternoon. It's about 1:30 Pacific time. The markets just closed for the weekend, so I thought it'd be a good time to review some charts, especially with all the action going on in gold and silver this past week. I know it's pretty exciting, but it's really important to know where we've come from and take a look at where we could possibly go, some potential upside targets and just see what the past few years have done for this. I know we never really looked at charts before, but I want to start mixing this into our content and making this maybe a weekly thing. So if you like this, please subscribe, comment below if this works for you and if it's something you want to see. So just a quick wrap up on the week. We could see gold ended up at 40.28, so up $35. Well, up $35 today, up pretty significant this week. We'll get into that. Silver broke 50 this week, which is pretty exciting. And then we have platinum and palladium that are just kind of hanging out. Platinum was up this week a little bit, and we could take a look. Let's just get right into it. So on this chart, I want to start. I can hide some of this. These are just trend lines and ways that we're tracking and I'm tracking movement of gold over the past few years. And as we step out, the important thing, this is a weekly chart right now. So it's really interesting to see where we've come from over the past few years, actually, since right about here where we had the COVID lows on gold. And you can see for a long time, it just stayed right in this range. So this 2000 level was really a lot of resistance for 2020 all the way to 23 into February of 24 is when this breakout really started. I can remember watching gold break 2000. I thought, how far can it go? How far could it go? And now looking back on it a few years later, well, we're getting that answer. But it's really clear when you look at it from a weekly point of view. The run becomes just so obvious and so almost you kind of slap your head and go, how come I wasn't involved? It hits this 2000 level, kind of bases out into this, puts in a low here, and then it's been off to the races ever since. And even this year, it's been pretty exciting too, because look at this. You have this whole run up here. It pulls back a little bit, bases, breaks out again. But then when you come into this year, it really just forms this like really tight triangle. And it's just like, all right, well, which way is this going to resolve? Is it going to resolve to the upside? Is it going to resolve to the downside? I know a lot of people are going, oh man, I bought 3,500. Oh, okay, now it's 3,100. I'm underwater. What should I do? You're kind of sweating it a little bit, but man, as we just build this out and we build out this, the whipsaws become so much tighter. So as we go, okay, and then it just breaks out and it just has been straight up. I mean, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks straight up. And I mean, news is always after the fact. Oh, it happened because of this. It happened because of central bank buying. But if you just pay attention to these charts, you don't even need to look at the news, because look at that. It's just straight up, nonstop, huge candles, right? So this is like huge candles closing near highs, which is just, that's what you want to see in a run, right? You don't want to see it like this candle right here. If we zoom in a little bit, bear with me here. If we zoom in a little bit, right, so it breaks out and just gets stuffed. So if you're looking at that candle, you're going, all right, this run is over, right? Puts it in, sellers come in, push it right back down, right back to this 3,300 level, right? So you're going, oh man, just get, especially in this run right here, you're probably thinking, oh, get me out. If you were a buyer up here, you're probably contemplating selling here, but you ride it out, and that's what investing is, right? You're in it for the long haul, especially with gold, silver, and these precious metals. You're not day trading these, right? You're not looking to get in for a quick buck. You're looking to hold and build the value and maintain the value of your investment. And then we get down to this day range. You could just see how these candles get so much smaller. Like the movement, it's buyers and sellers. They're fighting it out here. How's it going to resolve? All the buying in this point comes down, gets bought back up. And then it just keeps establishing and holding this line. And when you look at these charts, you can see just how important these lines end up becoming, right? So like 33.20, I mean, how important is that level right there? And then you come up here, to this 33 or the 3270 level, and you're just looking at that. I mean, look at how it comes back to this test, this 3000 level. You could see how important these numbers are, and especially when they test, they hold. Like, there are buyers here, and if we ever get back to 3000, I don't know if we will, but if we ever get back to 3000, I'll bet everything that there are buyers just stacked up waiting. They're waiting for it to hit this. They'll hit it. It'll hold. It'll bounce back. But that's what we've been seeing. That's what we've been seeing all year. You see this level here. It hits, it tests, it hits resistance a little bit. But then once it breaks through this 34, I don't know, call it 30, 3430 area, it's just straight up. And this is what we've been seeing since September 2nd. It's just straight up. And now what we're doing again, we're basing out. We're basing it out. So how far does this go? I mean, it could keep running. I mean, 5,000 isn't out of the question next year. It's already, I mean, big banks are already speculating that it's headed there. I mean, it's not a matter of if it'll get there, it's when it will get there. But I anticipate some basing here. Maybe it bases, maybe it pulls back the rest of the year. But I guarantee in all these areas, you're going to find new buyers. You're going to find levels of support here at 3850 and kind of all the way down. Look at where these bottoms are. That's where all these buyers are lined up to take it back. So buyers are there. Sellers can't really push it down. Look, with all the hype in gold right now, I don't expect a big pullback. I think it runs for a little while longer, probably till the end of the year. And if you're doing this inside an IRA like Noble Gold provides, all this gain is tax-free. All this gain is in a tax advantage account. So it's really something to consider as you're looking to buy and hold an asset for the long term, right? Since you're not day trading this, since you're putting this into a long-term holding, this is more of a portfolio insurance and a way to protect your portfolio. Why wouldn't you do it inside of an IRA that allows you to take advantages of some tax advantages? And here's silver. Here's silver back on that weekly chart. Let me remove these because again, they're just more for tracking levels that I'm looking at. Especially as you go back, silver's had such a long. Oh boy, let's head back to here. April 2011. This is where we're at. You don't think these levels are important? They don't get tested again. Look at that. April 2011. We're talking, 14 years ago we were at this level, and then we just down, lower high, kind of stuck here. You have that resistance. Oh, where do we break through over here? Same place all that resistance is from October 2012. That's just not a coincidence, right? Why is this level so important? Why do we hit this and reject it and come back? Well, it's because we have sellers here. We have sellers all stacked up. Anyone over here who missed it, who wanted to get out, well, they got out. So they're out now, right? So these sellers, the ones who were just felt the pressure for the past, 13 years, they're done. They've given up. They sold their silver here, and boom, breakthrough right here at the, let's see, again, this is a weekly chart. So we're breaking through right here, June 2nd. And if you were watching it in June 2nd, could you have seen this coming? I would say, yeah. I would say there's a good chance that breakout's going to happen. You establish a level in here, and then what's that? 1 week we're up 9%, almost $3. Went from opened at 32.97, closed 35.96. Yeah, it's almost a $3 move. It's a big move in silver. That's 10% in 1 week. So that's how it goes, right? You look at it, buyers take over, buyers push it up. Again, what's the news? Is it Russia buying? Is it solar panels? Is it EVs? I don't know. It's all of the above, right? Then you get down to that daily level and look at that. You break out on this, 2 days, 2 tight days, and then you're gone again. Now, can you time this? I don't know. We're not looking to time the market. We're looking to be in the market. We're looking to get in here, right? Here you go. I don't want to get in there. It looks too scary. Looks like it's pulling back. Look at that. That's that April. That's the tariffs. Everyone should have been buying there, right? Hindsight's 2020. But when you look at that, breaks, comes down, tests, gets bought back up throughout the day, puts in that little hammer candle. We've been all up ever since. I've been up ever since across the board. let's jump out to a weekly on platinum. Platinum's kind of a wild one. It had a really good run earlier this year, uh, when it was like basing out here, and then this was like 2 weeks. It just 3 weeks. It just took off. But again, these levels, they're just it's testing, it's trying to find the power to break through. And what's it going to be, right? There's your level there. This level goes all the way back to February. Well, we could say it probably goes back to June of 21. Just all that resistance just finally taken out. You got a floor. You got a pretty solid floor here at 831. You got some resistance here at 1127 or so. And we broke out, and we've been straight up since. We're now at 1600. Platinum, at one point platinum was more than gold. And platinum still has the case that it's using catalytic converters, and there's industrial uses for platinum. It's a rarer metal. That's for sure, but it's definitely tons of supply chain issues. So if you're ever looking and you're thinking, what's going on with platinum, just look at a supply somewhere in the world. A country is doing something to a platinum mine, and it's when it breaks down, it just skyrockets because there's just not a lot of platinum in the world. Platinum is one of the metals that we sell, and again, you come in here, you pick it up at say like 980, 990. Now you're at 1600. It's a pretty good return for May to today. And then palladium is, let's jump out to the week and see where palladium is coming from. Palladium's had, look at that. Palladium had its big run, right? So if you were a buyer up here at 3,000, you don't want to hear about palladium. That wasn't a nice candle, right? It's kind of been all down since then. But we have a bottom, right? When you start to look at this, when it starts to hit and test and stick, like double bottoms. Look at it, back-to-back week double bottoms. There's a buyer down there. Puts a hammer candle in. Attempts to rally, gets stuffed. There's probably someone stuck here. A buyer bought on this breakout, got stuffed. They didn't get out, they probably came back and sold their palladium here. Palladium isn't one of the bigger metals we trade, but it's always something we have to track, right? It's in the precious metals family, so we want to know what's going on with it. And again, this week, long base here. When's that base started? That base started all the way back in December 23. And then we get above it in June. We come back. We're just kind of working our way out of it. And boom, Monday, October 6th, we're out of it. So, like I said, palladium isn't one that most investors are calling us for gold and silver right now. Platinum a little bit, but we handle palladium. It's just not as popular. But there's nothing wrong with it. It's still an investment. It's still a good metal. And all of this, which is really interesting, if we want to look at this, the dollar index. So let me see if I can overlay the dollar index with gold, because it's really interesting, because as the dollar index is coming down, we're just watching gold go up. All right, so here we go. We figured this out. Look at this move. So at the dollar index, it got really squished here. But as you see, like this whole year we've been going down, right? Let's just say January was the peak of the dollar index this year. And it's going down. Gold's going up. Gold's almost 100%. 99 up 99%. And it's really just this April hits the highs, bases out, takes off end of August. But this dollar is just coming down, and the more the dollar goes down, or the more it doesn't move, the stronger gold is getting. And that's really, let's see if we can turn this off and just actually look at what's going on in the dollar index. As you can see, it's down for the year. Peaked in early January. and it's just losing it. It's just losing its value. It's just not as strong as it was. Now, is there going to be a rally? Yeah, it's not going to go down forever, right? So it's kind of put in a double bottom here. Um, so yeah, it's going to have a bounce. Is it going to have a sustained rally? I don't know. It could. I mean, it could come back. It could start to work its way back into the range of, you know. Let's see, why is this not? So yeah, could the dollar rally back? Yeah, it could. It could easily get back up to here. Start building back up. We'll have to just wait and see. But with that, is that going to cause a gold pullback? I don't think so. I think there's other external factors causing gold. A lot of central bank buying, a lot of instability in the dollar, and a lot of concern over fiat currency, right? So when you have a dollar that they can print versus gold that they can't, you need something that's going to store value, and that's exactly what gold and silver do for you. I mean, yikes, right? Look at that. That's like a death candle. So yeah, as these markets pull in, there's a lot of fear. It's a lot of fear right now. So as these markets pull in, how could you not be looking for something stable in your portfolio? You know, that's no joke right there. That's that candle down 3%. That's gonna that, of course it hits the hammer where we kind of broke out from. But how are you not looking to protect yourself? All right, let's look at these real quick because oh boy, look at this today. So everyone's talking about that crash, right? Everyone's fearful, everyone's afraid, everyone doesn't, they don't want to be holding, they don't want to be buying at all-time highs. So what happens? They sell. Boom. People are deleveraging a little bit right now. So of course you're going to want some hard asset and something tangible. But again, with that, you see the market doing that, and what's gold doing? Gold is holding steady. Silver, same thing, holding steady. Yeah, you go, oh well, it pulled in here, but it didn't. It didn't stay pulled in. We're building back up. We have to stocks, precious metals. They don't just go up forever, right? They have to base out a little bit. They have to let buyers and sellers catch up to each other. So you have to allow for these balancing. That's what all this is. It's balancing. It's figuring it out. It's them fighting over which way it's going to go. And when it resolves to the upside, or we've seen it before. Here, look, it resolved to the downside. Again, this is tariff time, but this whole area here is uncertainty. They don't know which way it's going to go. Don't know which way it's going to go. All right, tariffs are going in. Boom, we're going down. All right. That's who won the battle. Sellers won the battle here. Buyers won the battle here. Buyers won the battle here. Sellers won the battle here, right? It drops tight days where it's just indecisive. They don't know which way they're going to go. Boom, down. But this candle is a warning, right? The direction is changing. You don't see 3% candles, 3.5% candles don't just happen. That's a market moving event right there. So if you're looking to deleverage, if you're looking to take some of your wins, we're at all-time highs right now. So if you're looking to convert some of these high-flying stocks and take them over to something real, something tangible, something, look at that. Nvidia down almost 5%. Tesla down. I mean, Tesla's a wild one anyway, but yeah, down big. But if you're looking to convert some of these gains, you have gains from the 2020, you're in some long-term capital gains, and you want to roll them into something that's going to be there, that's going to hold value. Gold and silver are just a great option. Microsoft, I don't think there's probably everything. Whew. Red day. But yeah, give us a call at Noble Gold Investments or visit noblegoldinvestments.com. Talk to a specialist. Talk to someone who can help you. We have people here who have been investing for decades. They know the markets. They know how to invest when to invest, what to invest in, what products. They're going to help you get the most value for your money. And they're going to walk you through the process every step of the way. They're going to take it from, if you're a beginner or novice, you have no idea, they're going to educate you. They're going to hold your hand. They're going to take you from not knowing how to do it to being fully invested and comfortable and confident in your decision. And if you just have a question, give us a call. We have agents here that just love to talk precious metals. And we have agents here that just love to talk markets in general. So if you want to talk to someone like Micah or Josh, they live and breathe this stuff every day. So give them a call, 877-646-5347. That's 877-646-5347, or visit noblegoldinvestments.com. And comment and subscribe if you like this, if you want more content like this, if you want to track the charts every week. We're excited to do this for you. We want to help you become a more informed, educated, and empowered investor, and we do that through education. So any questions, drop a comment, we'll respond. And like and subscribe, share this. And like I said, if you have any questions, visit noblegoldinvestments.com.